guys, it's your boy Mr. Luke Brooks here again on Passive Income Central. I wanted to talk to you for a second on how I got this 2019 Hyundai Accent without paying any payments whatsoever. I'm gonna teach you this and much more, so stay tuned. Using Avail, they basically put you on what they call their payment program, right? So depending on what you have, whether it's an SUV, whether it's a sedan, they're gonna pay you on various amounts. Some areas they have 20, some of them have $25 a day per rental, and then they guarantee you $300 if you do the long-term rental program, $300 a month. So what I did, basically, I looked at what my payments were. I wanted to bring it right under what they were offering. Now, if you put the car on the lot or give it to Avail, as they say, you give it to them and they look at your vehicle, they do the whole thing of whatever has to take place as far as inspecting it, making sure there's no open recalls, that it's not over mileage, it makes sure that it's actually within the acceptable terms of what they have on their website. Once they do that, the car is theirs. Now, if you try to get the car back sooner than that 1 year period, then they're going to penalize you on that. So with me having this car, as you see, it really helps me out as far as making money while I'm out on deployment. I wanted to have something that's going to be doing something for me instead of just sitting in storage, rather than dealing with insurance, things of that sort. When you bring your car in, because we brought in the insurance, they have Allstate protecting your car bumper to bumper, collision liability, non-collision, all those things that you have to deal with, that you have to pay on a regular basis. It helps out. They wash your car, they maintain your car, to make sure everything's right. They check the tires, they do the maintenance on it. If there's any type of repairs, they can call you or the person that you want to choose, and they notify you. And they send you all the receipts that you have and whatnot to show you that, hey, this is what's happening. So you do have power to do this. With the long-term program also too, they'll allow you to actually get quarterly bonuses. So all in all, you can make up to $9,200 if you do the whole thing where your car is being constantly rented out. You have people who are actually wanting to get your car on a regular basis and it stays running all the time. The minimum that I've seen on that website is that you make the minimum of $5,600. But you got to think about it. How much does your storage fees cost? How much does your insurance cost? How much is gas in your car, making sure that your car is up to specs when you come back home, if you're on a deployment or you're going away for a long time. So it's worth taking the investment in. So we're going to talk more about that and much more on this channel. One thing that I want to show you about this car is that, as I say, it's very basic. We'll show you everything that we have here. Very clean. No issues whatsoever. Again, this is going on Avail. When we go on two-row, it's going to be a very different avenue of what we're going to do. You see there's no sunroof. And the reason why I did it, again, you're putting this on Avail. You want to make sure that the car is basic. It doesn't have any issues whatsoever. So guys, real quick, I want to show you something about Avail. So we're on the website right now, availplusoffer.com. And this is where they list everything. As you notice, they have very few locations left that are in hot demand, and the holiday seasons are kicking up. So I recommend, if you're trying to get extra money without busting your butt, working multiple jobs just to get Christmas money, I recommend you doing this as one of the options. Now on here they state that you guarantee $5,700 for your car being on a program for 12 months, and they take care of the maintenance, and it's absolutely free. You sign up before this expires. And for SUV owners, for mid-size or large SUVs, you earn between $500 to $1,000 additionally at the end of the 12 months. And they work with you hand in hand, right? So we're going to go down. This is how it works. So initially, when you put your car onto their program, they guarantee you $300 each month plus up to $2,000 in quarterly bonuses. Unlike traditional Avail Plus program where you hand a car over to them, you can have it with them for 30 days. You can pull it sooner, no questions, no comments, and they give you the welcome bonus. You get that with their program, the Plus program. But if you go with the Plus Offer Limited program that they have here, you're looking at having quarterly bonuses where they guarantee 3 months $200, 6 months $400, 9 months $600, 12 months $800. And the mid-size $500 and $1,000 for large SUVs. Now I want to point something out. Now with the $300, I called in and had to get information on what exactly they were going at with the $300 because it was a lot of money. I was doing the math, and they say now if the car sat on the parking lot at Avail and no one rented out your vehicle, and your vehicle was just like sitting there, and there was nothing that you can do about that, right? Because you signed over for 12 months. They're not going to let you walk away empty-handed. They're going to give you $300. Now, if your car is fully rented out, and that's based off that $20 a day that they're supposed to pay you with your regular car, they are going to actually compensate you, right? They're going to compensate you the difference out of that $300 that's prorated. So if your car was sitting there for 15 days and it was running 15 days being rented out, they're going to balance that out, so you'll be able to get the difference right there. Now the difference is $10 vice $20. And I still think that's a good deal. The only way this is not a good deal with having the $300 is that you bought a car, or you got a car that's making payments, that you're making payments on, and it is far higher than what Avail is going to give you monthly as the maximum, or actually as the minimum. So you also want to just look at the vehicles that you're purchasing and make sure that they fall underneath the terms that you're going to be able to make profit after all the things that you're doing with this whole program. Now SUVs can get up to $6,200. Same things apply. Now the good news about Avail is that they're going to take care of your car. They're not going to be like where you stick your car in storage. And I like this part right here. I wish I knew about this prior to me going on a deployment. I was away from my car for quite some time, and I could have put at least one or two of my cars into their program, and it would have took care of everything. I ended up having to pay a lot of money to get my car repaired because it took on damage from someone who was not very honest, and the battery went dead, and all this extra money just came out of nowhere. If I would have put it on Avail, I would have been a better chance to have my car taken care of. Now, the things that they do take care of once you put it into their limited program, the Plus Offer Limited, they're going to be topping off fluids. They're going to do the oil changes. They're going to be filling up air in the tires, replacing the wiper blades. They're going to be doing the battery replacement, tire rotations, or tire replacements, and fuse and light bulb replacements. Now, when your car is with them and it's exceeded 15,000 miles or more on a platform, they will change the brakes for you. They will change the transmission replacement for you. They will replace the AC or the heat wherever's broken. Now, there are requirements. Now, every car can go in there. There are requirements. The requirements are that your car has to be a 2012 and newer with less than 100,000 miles, and with no visible damage or major maintenance issues. And when I say visible damage, I'm not talking about you got a scratch on it, we're not going to accept it. What they're talking about, if a bumper's falling off, if you got to tape that bumper up, or you got like holes in the whole of the car, right? You got holes in the car, you got like real crazy damn busted headlight, things like that. They're not going to take your car. So you're wasting your time if you bring it to them. They can't have any open recalls. If you got a new car, what you can also do is just get the Carfax. You can always request that from the dealership. They're supposed to supply you that, get you the Carfax, so you're good to go. And then the title has to be clean, no salvage. It can't be no rebuilt cars. This car has to be ready to go. Can't be any issues whatsoever with the car. So it's pretty straightforward what you have to do, and you can't go wrong with it. The program requires your vehicle to be in Avail in possession for 12 months or until the Avail program ends earlier for your vehicle. You will not be able to retrieve your vehicle during the program except for agreed upon maintenance unless exclusive license agreement is terminated early. So similar to what you have with a cell phone, you get a 2-year plan with a cell phone. You know, the thing would be is that with a 2-year contract, if you try to terminate it after 6 months, they're going to charge you early termination fees. They're going to charge you all the way up to the month that you were supposed to cancel with them. Same thing with Avail. You sign with the long-term program, they are going to actually make you, hey, you took your car off the thing, because you know it actually is your car, but if you take it off, we're going to penalize you because we had a contract. So take that in consideration. Another thing, they're not accepting pickup trucks, electric or 2-seater cars. And I wouldn't try to give them a hybrid car, because more than likely they're going to be like, no, we don't want to deal with it because this is higher maintenance. They are limited to 4 cars per location. Now that means 4 cars per location. I'll say it again, 4 cars per location. We're not talking about 4 cars period in the program. You could be in multiple areas. You could be in Atlanta, you could be in Charlotte, you can be in Miami, you can be in Chicago Midway. They're not limiting you to one program, one place, or one entity, meaning it's just Avail. You've got other locations you can do that. Now, if you have any questions or any comments, please go ahead and hit up this number right here. Or you can go ahead and sign up. But I warn you, if you don't have a vehicle on hand, they are not going to entertain the thought of even having your car on the program, because they want to look at the VIN and want to make sure everything's right, because they are going to request for your VIN, the miles, the makeup, everything. So if you click on this, I'm going to show you this. They say the same thing as location. They want your name, they want your email, they want your phone number. They're going to tell you the locations, what's going on with the wait list. Then you're looking at the year, make, model, VIN, and mileage. And I will tell you something. This is off note here. You know, drop off date. How did you hear about them so far? Blah, blah, blah. I will tell you something. With the holidays picking up, it is a high chance that you're going to actually have a high demand in all these locations, because people are going to be traveling with the holidays, and that demand is going to be there. People are going to be traveling. Right now, I know we're going through this whole situation with COVID and whatnot, but with the vaccine coming out or whatnot, as far as people taking vaccines, people are being safer, numbers are coming down, people are going to start traveling. They're going to travel for Thanksgiving, they're going to travel for Christmas, New Year's. So this is the opportunity right now to get in line and get onto the program. For me, it's supposed to be 2 to 3 business days for me to hear from them based off the website, but it could take up to 2 weeks because they have a limited team that is processing this. So I hope that this helps you out. So let's go ahead and continue back onto the show. So, I mean, some of the things that I do take away from this is that if you're trying to start off, I recommend you using starting cars or starter cars like this. These are very basic. This is not going to break your arm, break your leg. It shouldn't. For me, it didn't. You want to keep those payments low. If you can get your APR a lot lower, do it. If you can also put an EIN number instead of your social security number when you're trying to apply for your car, that opens a lot of doors, guys. I highly recommend getting your LLC. So guys, I hope that this helps you out. There's more to follow. I'm excited because this is me starting off with this process. I plan on getting 3 more vehicles in this region before I move on to another region throughout the southeast. Okay guys, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Also, you can also join our free course that I have down below that can help you get started with your business. Now, don't forget to go ahead and like and subscribe. If you believe we gave you valuable content, please go ahead and give us some thumbs up. Let me ask you a question. What car would you put on Avail if you had a chance to do it right now? I would love to know down in the comments below. Thank you again for tuning in to Passive Income Central. See you next time. To your success.